Hey, welcome back to this week's episode of Chat with Cait. It's Cait here again with another episode. I know I just said that. I am sorry. I'm a little tired. I've been up since like 5 a.m. If you guys could see me right now, which I am working on getting in video up. I'm kind of working on video. I'm going to hopefully post a video here soon. Hopefully sometime tomorrow or sometime maybe even tonight if I can get it up. Post a little introduction video so you guys can get to know who I am and just kind of get a background on stuff and me. But before we get into this week's episode, roll the intro, Cait. So, like I said before, it's been a little while since I have made a podcast, since I did an episode, and I apologize for that. Like I said, I've had a lot going on for work and just trying to kind of work on that and get that all situated, make sure that's good and taken care of and everything, just because I need to work to pay my bills. It's kind of important. And then I just have other stuff coming up with like banking, adult stuff, and just stuff it's not very fun. You don't want to hear about. It's not a fun topic. It's not a fun time. It's not something that I don't know. It hasn't been a good time. But I do have some little updates for you before we delve into this week's topic. Before we start talking about this week, so some of the stuff that I've started doing again is actually this week I kind of started studying French again, probably for the I don't even know umpteenth time, probably for like the 90th time, honestly. Like, come on, I can't be the only one that forgot every single thing they knew from French class in high school. Like, I thought I knew some words, and then I've watched an episode or two of Emily in Paris. Really great Netflix show, by the way. Huge fan of it. And I was like, oh shit, like I don't know much French. Like I probably would do better than what she did. Along with that, I am also like I'm just trying to like better my French language because it's really depressing that I live in New Brunswick, which is a correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody comment, send me a message. I have an Instagram page, comment on there. Let me know. I think New Brunswick is the only bilingual province in Canada. Still, I think. Yeah, I think so. From what I remember, I think was still the only bilingual province in Canada. Which I mean, it's sad that I can't speak French, and I live in a bilingual province. So I'm trying to get that back up and going, get the ball rolling on that, so I can try to better my French and parler un petit peu, et beaucoup de français. So I can speak a little bit and a lot of French, which would be nice. I don't know if I said what I just said was right. Please, somebody correct me. Tell me the right way to say I speak. I currently speak a little, but will speak a lot of French because I don't exactly know how to say it because my French sucks. It's very, very bad, but I am trying to learn that again. A couple really big life updates is I have a new baby cousin. My cousin Sarah actually gave birth to her daughter, and she's absolutely gorgeous. And oh, I'm just in love with her. She is just what we needed in 2021. She's beautiful. She's her brother's twin, and she is just a bundle of like happiness. And I cannot wait to meet her. I am so, so, so excited to meet her and just give all the snuggles. And because we finally have a little baby girl in the family to love on, because it's been a while on my dad's side. We've had I have two cousins that are younger than me. They're both boys, and then it was my brother, and then I've never had like a little girl cousin on my dad's side, which is I'm so excited that I have one now. Like I'm like dress up and like buy clothes for and little bows and stuff. Oh, I'm so excited. And her brother is such a good big brother. Oh, he adores her, and it's the cutest thing seeing them together in the pictures and stuff. It's adorable. But yeah, that's very exciting. And my other cousin got engaged. She got engaged to her fiance now. So that's super exciting. Congratulations, Danielle and Seb. It's really exciting that they're engaged and they are such a cute couple. And I cannot wait to see the wedding and just see all the pictures and everything from it. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I am still studying for the LSATs. I've kind of put that on the back burner just a little bit because I'm trying to do a lot of work with like school and stuff, with work and stuff, not school, but with work, and just trying to make that my main focus right now and trying to like get everything together for work and because it's coming on to like a busy season where everybody wants to get into their new vehicle before winter and before Christmas and everybody's really interested and it's getting to be a lot, but you put your mind to it, focus on it, and you can get anything done. Tomorrow, I am actually going Christmas shopping. Can't, I think it's like 30 some days away. I don't even know the exact date, how many days away it is. It's it's like a month or so. In like a month or so will be crunch time, so it's kind of a little nerve wracking that I have like maybe a month to do Christmas shopping and I haven't done any. And when I say I haven't done any, I mean, like, I bought 2 gifts, but that's it, and I have a multitude of people to buy for. I have a lot of people to buy for. I have, like, my family members that I buy for. I have some friends and just I have some people to buy for. I'm doing a Secret Santa with my work, which is going to be amazing. I am so excited with the person that I got. Oh, I couldn't have got a better person. I'm super pumped. And that's just gonna be a whole another thing because that's gonna be amazing and just so much fun. But yeah, I'm going Christmas shopping tomorrow, Darren. We're leaving, being picked up at work, and we're gonna go down to Halifax, do some Christmas shopping down there, and just kind of feel out Halifax and see what's on for sales for early Black Friday. Something I probably should mention again is I got accepted to university again. Woohoo! I got accepted to my alma mater, Mount St. Vincent University in Halifax, so in the Bedford Highway, overlooks the harbor and the Bedford Basin, and just it's really quite nice there. But I'll be doing it completely online. I got accepted to the Bachelor of Public Relations and I am hopefully, if all goes well, going to be doing the work experience route so I can kind of be working and also get my degree, second degree at the same time. Second degree, because we all know I have a degree in sociology and women's studies. I have my BA and now I'm going for my BPR and I'm super excited to get it. I honestly was thinking about getting this when I was in university for my first degree and I kind of put it on the back burner because I was like, oh, I'm already halfway in with this degree. I'm just going to stick it out. I'll probably find a career that I love with this degree and it's going to be so nice to actually have a degree. But I always kind of wondered if I could do it, if I could get in, if I'd like the program, all kinds of stuff like that. And so now I'm super excited to say that I actually did get accepted. Eek. And so now it just comes like the financial side of it, which hopefully, if all the cards aligned, should be getting figured out pretty soon, which is going to be a huge stress off my shoulders. And I cannot wait for it. So now that we got some of that out of the way, I really want to dive into a new album. The rest of this episode is kind of going to be about music and stuff. So if you don't like podcasts, episodes, people talk about music, just skip this one because that's what this one's mainly going to be about. Because there's a lot to talk about music. One for the first thing I'm gonna talk about is how can I not talk about Taylor Swift? Oh, her new album, well, her re-released album is so effing good. Her song All Too Well, the 10-minute version, it's what we needed. Like, thank you, Taylor Swift. It's what we needed in 2021. That was a song that we all wanted, we all felt, we all knew in our soul. That's how we are feeling, and I am so happy that Taylor Swift put it out there. This is a song that I have listened to. Like, I listened to the original version when it came out. I was like, oh, it doesn't affect my life. It really doesn't do anything to me. And now, being 26 and gone through a lot more life experience, I'm like, this song gets me. This song is my life. Like, I definitely relate more to it, especially the 10-minute version. It just like, it breaks my heart, but it breaks my heart in all the right ways, if that makes any sense whatsoever, because it just kills me. It's such a good song, especially, like, all the added parts that she puts in, and when she's talking about, like, it's supposed to be fun turning 21, I was just like, "Oh, I can relate to all that." It's such a g like, oh, my heart goes out to you. It's a delicious album. It's probably the best way I can explain it, just packed full of deliciousness, but All Too Well definitely has my heart. Another one that I've been a fan of forever on this album, forever, like, I've danced to this song, I've screamed to this song, like, I don't know why, but I Knew You Were Trouble. That song and me, we are one, we are connected. It is my spirit song. I swear she wrote that song just for me, because like it relates to like so much of like my life and just crap I've gone through, and I'm just like, oh, such a good song. And I've had my cries to that song. I've had my laughs and like experiences to that song, and it's something about the way she writes. It comes from such a personal place, but it also, I don't know, I don't know the best way to say this. It also, like, invokes your feelings, like, you feel like you're going through the exact same thing with her, and that's what I think is the gift of a true like, a really good songwriter, is when they can pull that out of somebody who has never actually gone through that emotion, or might not have gone through the same emotion, but when they hear that song, it can bring them right to that spot, and it's just, oh, it's so good. And I could go on and on about Taylor Swift's new album. I'm so happy and proud that she is re-releasing all of her older music. So now it's hers, and that she owns the rights to it, and she doesn't have to like fight another music record company for it. It's hers. It's hers. She doesn't have to fight anybody for it. Whatever she wants to do with it, she can do anything and everything with it, and I just love it. Personally, I hope she does the same thing with, her older music, like, the very first couple albums that came out, like, I think it was called Taylor Swift, and then, like, I wanna say, was it Fearless? I think? And, like, Speak Now, no, I think she did Fearless, yeah. Like, Speak Now, like, I hope they come out re-released, because they were some of the best work, in my opinion. Like, I absolutely love, like, starting off Taylor. I think that was some of the music that was just from her soul and everything, and it was just, like, raw and real, and she wasn't trying to please anybody, that many people, and I loved it. Loved it. Huge fan. I saw her in concert when she was first starting out, and she was with Brad Paisley and Carrie Underwood, and this was a long time ago, and she was just singing away to it, like, I think she was singing our song, and I remember I looked down at her from where I was sitting at in my seats. I would look down at the stage, and I just thought, "Oh my god, like, this girl's amazing, like, this girl knows how to write a song." Like, it's so raw and real, and it's just I don't know. I am a huge fan. But another and switch genres, I think it's a different genre. It might be the same one, but Adele's "Easy on Me," oh, just, like, her emotion in that song. When she says, "Go easy on me, go easy, and just go like easy on me," it's like what all everybody was going through a tough time. Everybody's going through like a heartbreak, a breakup. I don't like I lost everything. It's just like, please go easy on me. Like, don't go hard. Like, make this an easy, easy thing. I don't need any more struggle in my life. I'm going through enough. I'm gonna start crying. This song really, really gets me. Because like personally, I've gone through enough. We'll get into that at a later time, but like I've gone through a lot of crap in my life, and just like hearing that song and just how she tries to like relay the message of, please, like just like take it easy on me. Like I know it's gonna be hard. I know there's gonna be struggles, but can you just try to take it easy on me so I can get through this stuff? It's so raw and it's so real and it just invokes so much emotion. Like, oh, Adele, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to us? It's not fair. It's not fair. It just makes me want to sing at the top of my lungs. It makes me just want to message every guy that I've ever talked to and just get mad at them and start screaming at them, but you can't do that. That's you're not supposed to do that. Lord knows I have done that, but you're not supposed to do that, but whatever. But it's such a good song. Oh, it's chef's kiss amazing. And like her big concert that she did with like Oprah and Lizzo was there and James Corden was there and her son had never seen her perform and he was there watching her perform and it just like imagine being Adele's son and not having any idea that your mom is as famous as she is. Like what? Like I just imagine being like, "Oh yeah, my mom's just a regular mom. She's not famous or nothing. She's just a regular mom." And then come to find out that like millions and millions and millions, probably billions of people love her and know the words to her songs. And you're like, oh, that's just me, mom. Like it's not that big of a deal, but it just is to them. Oh, it's so good. I'm a huge, huge fan of her and just how she handles herself with such grace and beauty. And she like even went through interviews she did with Oprah where she talked about her ex-husband. Like I didn't really see her bashing him. She was like, I was thankful that I had him in my life. He saved me. Like she never once said, "Oh, he's a piece of crap. He did this to me. He did that to me." It was just like he saved me at this point. Like he was what I needed, and they just like grew apart. And I'm just like, that is beautiful. Like, oh, it's so nice. Oh, it gets me in the feels. It gets my heart. Makes me so happy. Just to hear two people talk about that, talk like that about the people that they love and everything. It's such a good, good thing. So that actually goes into something that I wanted to talk about because I did a podcast, I think it was a couple weeks ago, where I answered some kind of embarrassing questions. Not that embarrassing, but like decently embarrassing. And there's one on here. I just saw it. Where did it go? It says my favorite music genre. And honestly, I don't think I have one. And I want to say that's my parents' fault. Like, if you listen to this, I'm sorry. That is 100% your fault because I listen to everything. Bluegrass, like U2, Beatles, Springsteen, Rod Stewart, country, pop, R&B, rap, alternative. Like sometimes I'll fall asleep to classical music. Like I have no shame in my game. I listen to everything out there. If it's good, I don't care what kind of genre it is. I just like I love listening to it. Like my playlist, if I was to pick a song out of my playlist right now, let me just pull up my phone and see. What is my playlist right now? Let me see. See if I can pull it up. See if Spotify wants to work. If I click, I'm not gonna, don't want to get demonetized. So I'm gonna mute this. See if this will work. Because my liked songs definitely have a lot of character to them. Why won't this work for me? Or just for example, on the way home I was listening to Shania Twain. And then I was listening to Niall Horan. I was listening to Kesha. I was listening to Dolly Parton, Ed Sheeran, Travis Scott, which I'll get into Travis Scott in a minute. Lizzo, Raylan, Lauren Elena, Taylor Swift again, like Dolly Parton. But then if I go on one of my liked songs, I have Foo Fighters, Sky is the Neighborhood, which is a jam in itself. Oh, it's so good. I have Little Nas and Jack Harlow, and then I have a whole bunch of country music. And then I have some alternative. And then I have Ed Sheeran, like Pink. Oh, I have gospel music. What else do I have in here? Whole bunch of Demi Lovato, Robbie Williams, because I heard that in a movie and I was like, oh, that's a good song. The Ramones, bunch of Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish. Billy Paul, David Bowie. Like my playlist, I just push play and I just let the music go. I don't have certain ones that I listen to all the time. If I like one, I just click hard and I let it go because honestly, that's the easiest way to do it for me because I like so much music and I like so much different music that personally I find it a lot easier to just do that. Or I listen to podcasts, which like right now my podcast I'm listening to um Zane and Heath Unfiltered. Huge fan of that show. I laugh so hard. I'm listening to Fantastic Four. I'm listening to The Views, Chicks in the Office. Oh, that's my show. Um, I have some good ones that I listen to on my sometimes on way to work when I need to feel motivated. I have 10% Happier with I believe his name is Dan. Is it Dan Harper? Dan Harris. And then I have A Dare to Lead by Brené Brown, which need to pick me up in the morning. Those are definitely the ones to listen to. Huge fan of them. But like I don't know, I don't have a specific genre that I like. I kind of go all over the place. Like for a while it can be I like Avril Lavigne, and then the next week I can be like, oh no, into like soft country, nice country, easy listening country. Like it can switch completely. It jumps all over the place, and that's literally just my life. It's just what my music taste is. It's go from one extreme to the other. Like I could be listening to James Taylor, and then I can be listening to Eminem or 50 Cent or hardcore rap where the every second word is a cuss. Which I mean, I would too, yeah. That's the kind of music I want to make, but that's just how vast my music switches that I listen to. It's not it's definitely not like I don't have one set genre that I listen to. I definitely listen to a lot more country than I would listen to in like pop and stuff just cuz I live in the country. I can relate to the country stuff a lot more it seems than I can to like other genres and stuff, but I mean that's just me. That's just how I am with it. But yeah, I mean, and I can jump into like Travis Scott or Ed Sheeran, which I don't know if you guys have been living under a stone, then you probably haven't heard about Astral World. Trigger if you don't want to hear about like people getting hurt or anything, then you might just want to like shut off the podcast right now because I am gonna just talk about it for like a minute or so. But if you don't want to hear about it, I'm not gonna take any offense. We just want to cut out at this point and just not hear anything. But I was watching on Dr. Phil today, and my mind is still blown that this kind of stuff happens and that people let this kind of stuff happen. Like, it's just blown. But I was listening to a clip, and this person he was an attendee. They were there were a couple of attendees that went to Astro World, and they were saying this one person in particular, this young man said that like people were like videotaping when Drake came out. I think it was. I think that's what I remember him saying. That when Drake came out, and again, this is all my own opinion. This 100% my own opinion. This is just how I feel. But they said that like when Drake came out, people were videotaping Drake, but they were also videotaping like people that were like dying and getting trampled on. And like they go back to film Drake, and like Drake came out with Travis Scott when like people were dying on the ground. Like that, it blows my mind that people wouldn't just stop a festival. Like that's crazy. Like, in my opinion, that's when you stop. That's when you put the house lights on. That's when you make sure everyone's okay. And like that girl that had a TikTok where they showed her climbing up to the cameraman, and she's like fucking standing with the cameraman, and she's telling them, "Hey, those dead people are down here." And the cameraman like kicks her off the platform. Are you crazy? Like, I'm sorry, but if somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, just want to let you know, like, there's people dying and there's people really sick down here. This thing needs to stop," and you say no, like, I'm sorry, but like, you should go to jail. Like that's just my opinion. You should be in trouble for that. If there's video proof that you ignored someone reporting like a death or like an injury and you've actually put people's lives at risk, I'm sorry, but that's crossing the line for me. Like nobody's money is worth somebody else dying. It's not. Like, I don't know how much money he made, probably like millions and millions off of this con festival from like promotions and stuff like that, but like screw the money. Like, dude, you got Kylie Jenner pregnant twice. You're Kylie Jenner's boyfriend. She can definitely help you out with the money situation. You don't need to worry for the rest of your life. You don't need to worry on your own even because you got money coming out your ass. Like, you don't need to be having festivals like this where people have been dying. Oh, it was so badly set up. Just in, like, everything I've seen online, it looks like it was such a bad setup for this kind of festival, and that it was so poorly planned. Like, I don't understand. I have been to concerts, like, big concerts where people they push to the front, and they wanna be as close as they can to the artist. I get that. I don't blame them. But if you see somebody physically getting hurt and you ignore it, like, hello? What if that was you laying on the ground? Would you want somebody to ignore you and just forget you and be like, screw them, I'm gonna listen to the concert? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, the only kind of concert that I can relate it to is I went to Luke Bryan. And I think when we went to Luke Bryan, we
It's 9 o'clock.
we were there, and there was this person that was having a medical issue, and like we were on the ground because like there was no seats or anything, so we were all just standing near the stage, and we all tried to like get their attention, like get like Luke's attention and be like, "Hey, this girl isn't feeling good. This person isn't feeling good." I think it was Luke Bryan, and I remember we had to get like like the EMS to like go over and like make sure that they were okay and make sure that nothing was wrong with them. And it was, like, so hard to get the person's attention, but we finally got security's attention, security took care of it. Like, were there not enough security guards at this thing? It blows my mind. Like, I wanna have a talk about this with someone. If someone wants to, like, reach out so we can, like, chat about this, like, security, like, safety at concerts, please hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up on YouTube, hit me up on, like, however, because I want to talk about this. I wanna make this an open dialogue because everybody deserves to be safe when they go to see their favorite artist. Nobody. And I mean, nobody should be risking their lives to go see a concert. That blows my mind. Like, people died at this thing. Like, you shouldn't be dying when you go to a concert. You don't go to a concert and go, I might die of a stampede, being trampled by people. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, please, I would love to open this up for more conversation because personally, I think it needs to be out there some more. I think everybody in the whole wide world needs to be talking about this because it should never happen again. Never should have happened in the first place, but it should never happen again. And if it does, there's a serious lack of conversation about this, and there's a serious lack of caring because it's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane to me that they allowed that this festival went on for as long as it did with all these medical emergencies going on. Like, it blows my mind that nobody on stage stopped. That they just kept on going and that they didn't stop for such a long time. Like, people were dying when Drake was coming out and nobody stopped the concert. They just kept letting it go. Like, who gives a shit about a special artist? I'm sorry, but like, who gives a crap when those people that are dying on the ground? Who cares about a special artist coming out? I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, that's just me. But whatever. I rambled on long enough. Like I said, if anybody wants to reach out and have like a conversation with me about this, I am 100% open to it. I would love to hear your opinions, love to hear your feedback because I want to learn more, I want to grow, and I would love to make sure you guys are safe when you guys go to concerts. And I want to make sure I'm safe when I go to concerts because this is scary and this can happen anywhere. Just because it happened at a Travis Scott concert doesn't mean it can't happen at like a Luke Bryan or like a Eric Church or even like a Karen Crowe's concert. Like, it can happen anywheres. And it's just scary that it did happen. But that is it for this week's episode. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to Chat with Cait. Don't forget to like, subscribe, go on my Instagram. I also post every single Monday the audio version of this on YouTube. Go check that out, subscribe. And I'm also going to be posting a little video so you guys can get to know me and everything and just say hi to ya. And I don't know, that might be up tonight, it might be up sometime this week, but that's all for this week. And thanks so much for joining. Bye, guys.